A reminder you can help support the channel by joining the AMTV Patreon. You can also follow us and keep up to date on Twitter at AmTV, or if you like, you can join us here at AMTV by becoming a staff member via the YouTube membership program. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome to this little update regarding the Now review. Now, I know I've made the title probably very deliberate, because I do want you to watch the video, of course, but I've been thinking recently about the Now reviewers in the show and my stance with the Now Music series, and thought best to address it here. So recently, in the last few months, it was in February actually, I decided to purchase a brand new iPod Touch. Now you're probably thinking, Adam, are you stuck in like 2009? Why on earth would you want an iPod Touch in this day and age? Well, to tell you the truth, it's probably because being raised on them, I prefer immensely having my music on one platform. I know Spotify and things like that exist for your phones, but for me, I don't find it as easy to organize stuff, and the medium of like getting them in playlists is a lot more finicky. I know like doing an iPod Touch is more time consuming with CDs and stuff, but hey, I've always enjoyed it, right? So basically, I got the iPod, put all my CDs on, including all my Now CDs, and judging by the footage you're watching here, when I did my collection video, that was a lot of CDs to get through, I must say. But then I sat back and thought, wow, you know, these Now albums, they take up so much space, these CDs, and you know, the cost of living is going up, and I need to save as much as I can, you know, hopefully going forward with future investments and things like that. I don't just mean in like other products, like, you know, like Doctor Who stuff or whatever. I mean like life stuff, you know, saving for a house, saving for important life things like that. So I made the decision that I was going to sell off the vast majority of my Now collection, including what you see in front of you. And I know for many of you that'll be like absolute sacrilege, like why would you do that? But you know, everything has its time, and out of a lot of the things that I own, I thought this is the thing that I'm happy to part with. You know, I've got the songs on this iPod now. I've got them on a hard drive, so if any of that goes, I've got a backup. You know, I don't have to. I remember as a kid, if my old iPod used to die, and not everything, or like my old computer with my old iTunes, I used to have to go through all my CDs again, and I had a lot more as a teenager. I had to go through all my CDs again, one by one. But now I've got different backups. So having the CDs physically, considering I don't play the actual CDs all that much, it's no longer necessary. I have kept some stuff just to keep in mind. I've kept all of my numbered Now, so everything from like Now 33 on CD up until the present, so Now 111, because those albums are quite special to me. Many of them I grew up with. It's music of my era, so it made sense to keep those. I have kept some spin-off releases, the ones that I felt were truly unique, the ones that I do likely play, whether I'm around other people or things like that. So I have kept some stuff, but I'd say a good 2/3 of what you're seeing here on the screen, I did part ways with, and I have no regrets. They sold a lot quicker than I thought. I mean, I'll just show some pictures now. This is all the spin-off stuff I had up for sale. The over 100 albums, mind you. And, you know, I was selling them all individually, and, you know, dribs and drabs went, about 7 or 8, and I thought, oh, God, I'm going to be doing this forever. And then this guy, God bless him, he was like, hey, I'm a music collector, I'll buy them all off you in one go, what you had left, like all 100. So they have all gone now. He's very happy. I'm very happy. But yeah, I don't feel any remorse. I don't feel any regret that I've got rid of this stuff. Like, they were great, you know, at the time. But of course, I guess that leads to your question. Well, Adam, if you're cutting down, then what's going to happen to the Now review? Because the Now review for the longest time has been focused on all the new releases, covering that sort of stuff. I mean, we've had over 150 episodes, would you believe? That's mad, since we started back in 2018. So I think it's best just to address what is going to happen to the Now review. Well, I had a long think about this. I thought, do I sort of stop the series there, or do I carry on but only focus on the releases that I personally want? Because let's face it, like that recent one, Now Timeless, the songs, I outside of the Now review, I probably wouldn't have gone out of my way to purchase that. Certainly not like the day it came out. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll only do reviews of albums that I'd really want to get. But what I've decided is to sort of go halfway house. I am going to continue to purchase the new Now albums, you know, and then any songs that are on them I can import onto my computer and then onto my iPod, so I've got them there. And then depending on how much I wanted it, I'll either keep the CD or I will then just go on to sell it. And yes, you could argue that's losing a bit of money. I mean, say a standard Now album costs £10, but if I sell it for £4 or £5, that's still half of the money made back there, and it's just the route I want to go forward. So, in answer to the question, no, the now review isn't ending. I do intend on producing episodes of the new releases still, but in terms of whether the new releases will be added to my collection or whether I'll sell them on, that's going to be the major difference. And I think going forward, I will mention that in videos, whether this is one that's going to make my shelf or one that is going to be passed along. But again, I know this may seem really odd because, you know, once people collect things like now, they tend to hold on to them for a long time. But again, the decision just felt really easy to me to part way with this stuff. But yeah, I know it's weird talking about it. You know, you're watching this footage of what used to be and now the vast majority of it's gone. I know it's a bit strange, but don't worry. For those of you who are fans of the Now Review, it's not going anywhere. And I have had some people in the past say, why don't you cut out the Now Review stuff, or why don't you host it on a separate channel? The whole idea of having a second channel I've thought about for a very long time, certainly the past few years, because you could argue, yes, on one hand, if I say, had my main channel, as an example, dedicated to documentaries and things like that, it might streamline the viewers a bit, you know, and cater to that, whereas if I have a channel for now and so on and so forth, but there's a lot of increased work making a different channel, and I don't think some people realise that. You know, obviously it's easy enough to create one, but then to curate it and build it back up, it's not so easy. So I'm content with having everything on one channel for the moment. I know the Now Review isn't one of my most watched series, at least at the moment, you know, compared to like the documentaries and the I Don't Review and stuff like that. But I know there's a section of you guys who do enjoy it, and I do enjoy talking about it. So for that reason, the Now Review is going to stay. But yeah, this was just a little update video. I know it's a bit out of the blue. I haven't done a video like this in a while. But just let me know your thoughts. Have you ever been in a similar position? Not just with Now, but, you know, a collection where you built it up and then you decided to part ways with it, or maybe because you had to, or maybe you just decided to one day. I'd be curious to hear other people's shared experiences from this, because I'm certain I'm not the only one who's gone through it. But anyway, please leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'd love to have you aboard. I've been Adam Martyn from AMTV. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Lachlan Hatfield, Jem Pringle Kennedy Live, JPK Live, Anna Art, Adam Martyn's Biggest Fan, Britney Fan 1999, Max Jackson, YouTube Mix, Tracy Smith, The East End Girl, Ashley Kurtz, and Hooks Media, our AMTV staff members.